All right, sports fans. Big trade today. Miami Dolphins, Pittsburgh Steelers. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, fans. Welcome to Sports Night with Ahoy. Once again, man, big trade today. This morning, if you see, the Miami Dolphins had traded Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me tell you what they did, and let's look at what happened, and then we'll talk about it. So, here's the trade deal, okay? The Dolphins send a cornerback, Jalen Ramsey, three times All Pro, seven-time Pro Bowler, tight end Jonnu Smith, Pro Bowler 2024, and a 2027 seventh round pick to the Miami Dolphins. And yes, we got back Minkah Fitzpatrick, three-time All Pro, five-time Pro Bowler with the Steelers, plus a 2027 fifth round pick. Here's the contracts and the cap impact. Ramsey 2025 salary has bumped to 1.5 million, bringing it to about 26.6 million. Dolphins are covering 3 millions of Ramsey's salary to facilitate, the deal, meaning that Pittsburgh pick up the rest of the 19.6 million, offset by the departure of Fitzpatrick, who earned 15.5 million. Smith gets a 1-year, 12 million extension for the Steelers. Why it matters? Well, the Steelers added an elite locker down cornerback to the secondary, already featuring Darius Slay Jr. and Joey Porter Jr., giving head coach Mike Tomlin more flexibility. Smith, of course, reunite with offensive coordinator. Remember Arthur Smith, who was in Atlanta, and they will work together in Tennessee and Atlanta. Remember, and joined veteran tight end Pat Freeman to boost their offense. Signal serious push of Super Bowl contention, and if Aaron Rodgers' likely final season. Completing this edition and helping this ball club, competing to this edition, they also got DJ Metcalf. So let me tell you something about the Steelers, guys. They're getting old, okay? They're getting old, all right? So, and for the Dolphins, recklessly, their secondary with the return of Fitzpatrick, a key contributor in Miami defensive core, clear salary cap, floating expensive Ramsey Smith, Dolph Fitzpatrick commanded 14 million plus. Move on to two undersized stars while prioritizing future flexibility with Fitzpatrick. They at least get a proven safety back. So, guys, looking at all this, I'm going to give you my take about this trade. Listen, here's my concern now. Minkah left us when Flo was here. Didn't like the organization, left the organization. Did anybody think about that? And you know why? Because we started losing. The moment we started losing, Minkah wasn't happy with the Dolphin organization and requested a trade. And it was given to him. Remember that? That is important to think, guys. Very important to think right now. Now you send him back to Miami. I think he's a better player than Ramsey. I'm sorry to tell you that. Of course, one's a cornerback, one's a safety. I don't see a problem with the Dolphins secondary, guys. Everybody talk about it, and they still need a cornerback. There's still room to improve. We still have the long season. It hasn't started yet. Tight ends, yes, we lost a good tight end, Jonnu Smith. But there's also tight ends available out there. Looking at the roster, they got like 3 or 4 of them anyhow. But don't think Hill's going to be there as your tight end, run blocker. Connors looks more more promising than anything else at the tight end position. But looking at all this, guys, how do I see the trade? Who won? Who lost this trade? I think the Dolphins gave too much. I think Pittsburgh got the wrong side of the deal. Now, you might say, why do I say that? Look at the age of the Pittsburgh Steelers in that ball club. Same way as I won't say same way as the Dolphins, but same way to say you better win it all today. I mean, win it all this year. Not today, sorry. Win it all this year, or this is it. But look at the money they have spent with Roger, $23 million, 19 point something with, and then they gave Jonnu Smith another $12 million. Brand new contract, and they got Ramsey for one more year. So, don't know, guys. We already knew that Ramsey did not want to play for the Dolphins. We knew that was going to happen. Then Tyreek Hill came out there and say something. So did Raheem Mostert came out there and say something very interesting. I'm not going to talk about it because, I understand players have their own expression, their own words. The same thing that we have the rights to, and I won't say rights to criticize, but have our opinion. That's my thought. We have our different opinion. Unfortunately, guys, this deal, once again, for both ball club, I see it more favored for the Miami Dolphins because Fitzpatrick is more younger. Okay, when I mean younger, I think he's more healthy, more stronger. Ramsey, think about it. Why do you think the Rams didn't pick him? Why do you think the Chargers didn't pick him? Because they didn't have probably the salary cap money to cover it. But Ramsey's not the same player the last 2 years, guys. He had injury in Miami. I know you guys might disagree with me, but Ramsey was not a big deal in Florida. My thing is, I think the Dolphins are sending a message out there. Think about this. We lost Calais Campbell. He was a captain. We lost Ramsey. He was a captain. Okay, we have Teron, who retired. He was a captain. And then I look at all these players that were captains, and they're gone out of the team. Maybe there is a culture change. Maybe there's something that Greer and McDaniels is putting out there. So, but unfortunately, that was the deal of the day. I want to thank so much, guys. Sorry, I have been sick. Yes, I have. Not feeling too well, but I'm here. Unfortunately, I'm taking care of the matter. I want to thank all the subscribers. I reached the 1,000 subscriber this weekend. There is a lot of videos out there that I just put for shorts. Listen, I did not knew that I got the 1,000 subscriber until one of my subscribers sent me something on my shorts, and I was on my phone. And I want to thank her so much. And please subscribe to her channel. Win has a great channel, guys. Very supportive, man. Support our group. Listen. I'm gonna say this, and I say this with all my heart in a good way. I'm gonna tell you what I did this weekend. I went into every subscribers, the 900 I had before this, and I picked the one that I have subscribed, and I went to all their videos and watched their videos and comment and hit the like button. It is important, guys, that we watch this video to help one another. Listen, I know when you don't watch a whole video. I know when you skip it. I know when you give me like, don't give me like. I don't mind helping you out, but we're supposed to help each other. Let's be honest. We're here to help each other. It's a team effort. It's not just an individual. Skipping video, not watching video. How can you want to watch time when you don't want, how can you advance when people are not watching your video? I got people asking me, how you got 900 people and only 34 watch your video? Don't know, guys. I can't say nothing, but I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm not here, I'm not here battling anybody for any position. This is my sports podcast. Yes, I love Jesus. I love my God. I do have my spiritual channels that I do have on YouTube. I send encouraging stuff out there for people to stay encouraged. We're living in the probably, I won't say difficult times. It's just the world that we live in. We need people to be lifted, to be inspired. To, if you have a goal, go for it. Don't criticize anybody. Listen, this is sports, and that's what we do in sports, right? We go ahead and start talking about the individual. Uh, but this had to happen regardless. Going back to the Dolphins, uh, and listen, what can we do, right? Nothing. You move on. Now, let's look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do we think they did the right thing? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, Rodgers is 41 years old, guys. Okay, so that's one thing I have concern for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, how healthy is the offensive line that could protect this man? That's another thing. I have no idea. It's a good thing to ask questions because I have no idea. Uh, if you don't have an offensive line to protect them, you don't have a running game. You're in for a long season. Arthur Smith, don't know what he wants to do with his ball club, but now he has plenty of weapons, if you want to say it that way. Plenty of good players. The only thing is they're old. They are old. Can they compete with the Bengals? Can they compete with the even Cleveland Browns? Believe me. Can they compete with the Chiefs? Can they compete with the Ravens? It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a truly battle to see that. And you know what? Once again, who knows, guys? Who really knows? I mean, I asked myself that. I mean, anything can happen in the NFL. Did this make Pittsburgh a better team? Maybe, maybe not. I can't say that because now they're full of veterans. And listen, Pittsburgh been doing this for years, signing all these old players to come to their team. And so far, there is no results. So let's see what happened. And once again, man, I want to thank you so much, everybody that joined in and has supported me. Like I say, I have been under the weather. Really don't know what's going on, but listen, it's gonna be okay. I'm making this video because listen, I came from work. I'm very tired. Uh, I'm trying to get as much information that I could give you guys. Dolphin starts what, couple of weeks, 3 weeks from now from training camp. Listen, Miami's going young, but also Miami, it is doing a culture change. I guess they're taking out a message to the players. If you don't want to be here, pack your bags and go. We'll find somebody to replace you. They talk about secondary. They talk about, how bad the Dolphins secondary is. And, by losing, Jonnu Smith in the offensive side of the ball. Somebody has to fill the gap, guys. Somebody has to fill the gap. I don't feel bad about this team. This team is doing something good for 2025 season. Now, how good would it be? We don't know because the season is not here yet. We have a long way to go. Once again, I want to thank those that have subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to leave your comment. It's very important, man. Once again, to all my Dolphin fans and all my sports fans. And by the way, the Orioles won yesterday. I want to bring that up. The Orioles are not bad. They're only 7.5 games out of the wild card. We got second, part of the season of baseball. We have a couple more weeks for the All-Star, and then let's see how it happens. Now, I heard the Orioles are not going to be sellers. They're going to be buyers. They got some pitchers coming back, hopefully after the All-Star break. And we have bad news today when Eflin, it's on the disabled list for 15 days. So, injuries, yes, has hurt this Oriole team too. But anyhow, we're talking about this trade. Now, you tell me on your comment. You think this trade was good enough? Was it really work for both teams? Or you think Dolphins got the better deal of it? The Pittsburgh got a better deal of it. Who knows, guys? Who knows? I just feel that, my concern is Minkah coming back to Miami. How comfortable he is. Is he really happy to come back to Miami? Because it's a new culture. It's a new coach, Weaver. But we don't know. That's something that we need to really start asking. Because if he's not happy here either, then this is not a good deal for Miami Dolphins. But anyhow, I want to thank everybody once again. God bless you all. And go Dolphins. And listen, don't forget, stay encouraged, stay positive. Whatever you have in front of you, man, just block it off. Stay in line and listen. your dream will come true. Have a blessed one, and guess what? Have a good night on SNJ Sports.